Hey, what's going on guys? John Shea here with the No Shame Income Vlog, and today I'm actually going to be talking about a prospecting trick that I use to land $1,000 clients like clockwork. So before we dive into today's video, be sure to throw me a thumbs up on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification as I'm going to be releasing new videos each and every week. Now, if you guys have any questions or comments for me on today's video, be sure to go below and leave me a question and I'll be happy to answer your questions. So let's dive into today's video. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I'm going out there and actually landing big ticket clients using a really awesome software tool that's going to speed up your results. All right guys, so we're over on my desktop and I want to talk a little bit about an awesome way that you can go out there and actually start prospecting to land clients. So I've seen a lot of different software tools kind of come and go over the years that I've been doing this. And I know when it comes to just going out there and prospecting, whether or not you're looking for new clients to do Facebook ads or SEO clients or web design, whatever it is that you're offering as a digital marketer, you know, there's really a lot that goes into the whole prospecting game, right? Imagine if you were to just go to Google and just start typing in niches, you kind of have to like manually figure out, okay, am I going to be able to even find the email for the right person I'm trying to get in touch with? Is this the best phone number to reach them? All these different things that kind of go into this, right? And if you can find tools that speed up this process and make your life a lot easier, whether or not it's through email automation or just really even just finding the data that you need to be able to go out there and prospect, I think there's some real opportunity for you to save a ton of time. So I've looked at a ton of different tools over the years, and one of my favorite tools for doing this is something called Scopeleads. Now, I'm actually pretty good, I guess you could say, entrepreneur friends with the owner of this software. His name is Leo Rohan. And I actually was mentored by him a few years back, and during the mentorship, he was actually in the process of building the software, and he ended up launching it while I was actually working with him, doing weekly phone calls with him, and he gave me beta access to it. So I've really seen it kind of come from this infancy of a product to now something much more fully fledged, and he's now been promoting this for many years. And he still is really stuck with the game. I've seen many people come in with these different software tools and they make it seem like they're amazing, and then they just stop supporting it and end up moving on to something else. So the idea of Scopeleads is that you're going to be able to automate a lot of the lead generation and cold emailing that you'd be doing for sending out emails to potential business owners. So the idea is you can find leads and outreach in seconds with personalized, effective emails. As they mentioned here, it's the only tool that handles the entire sales process, from finding the leads to connecting with them by using email outreach. So it's not like you have to go and buy these separate tools. Like I've used other tools like Mailshake in the past, and there's many others that you can use for email outreach. You don't actually need to buy other softwares because this actually does all of that for you in one tool. You're gonna be able to find local B2B leads, so you don't have to like sit there and like do all this manual work. They give you the email outreach tools, and then you can track your results. So you can see how many people are opening the emails, if they're replying to them, if they're clicking on links, all these different things you're going to be able to track right inside of this software. So let's actually jump in. I'm going to log into the software and we'll kind of walk you through some of the features and things that you can do with this. So I'm now actually logged into the Scopeleads dashboard, and I do have a pro account, which does cost a little bit more money to get access to this, but you're going to have a lot more features. So before I started the video, I actually did a search and I wanted to give you guys something fresh. Particularly, I haven't been using this as of more recently in the last year for prospecting because I have a lot of clients right now I'm working with, and I'm working on other things like YouTube and stuff. But when I was spending a lot of my time prospecting, this is a really amazing tool that you can use to go out there and find business owners really quickly. Last year I spent some time going out there and actually working with chiropractors on Facebook ads. So I was doing a lot of different searches for various like chiropractor industries late last year, and this allowed me to find a lot of new business very quickly. So let me kind of give you guys a full like walkthrough of everything you get from the beginning. So if we go to campaigns, you can basically build in different campaigns based on industries or different things that you might be searching for. And you can see here I kind of broke these down by like different niches. I have like mold companies, window replacement companies, landscapers, chiropractors, and I just did a random one recently here to give you guys a new example if it finishes before the video ends, for concrete contractors. So if we look at the chiropractor searches, this is where I spent a lot of my time. You basically have some data here. So I could do a specific keyword, a city, and then I have the metrics for that search, the type of search that I did, as well a status of if the search completed and when I actually created this. So if I come into here and I now view this one, this was for Ashfield, Massachusetts, and we did a retargeting type campaign. I can go in and now view, and this is going to give me literally the names of the chiropractors. It has me basically going and checking for the names manually because they don't know. I have addresses, phone numbers, emails, and I also have their website, which if I literally just click this, you can see it opens up their website. So you guys can see this, right? Like, this is a terrible website. I could literally go to this chiropractor and be like, hey, I'd love to help, build you guys a new website, because this thing looks like it was built God knows how many years ago. So I've already got a lead right there out of the gate that I can help with the service. And I can now email them right from here. I've got Dr. Kinder at, I don't even know how to pronounce that, Wyola Chiropractic. And I can make notes in here. So it's kind of like a little CRM. So I could come in and say like, sent email about website, something like that. And we could actually add in little kind of notes here. So we could say they responded to me. I need to follow up with them. I won the deal or I lost the deal. And based on this, I can also see how many emails I've sent to them, how many emails they've opened, and how many links that they've clicked. The other thing you can do is this has a little tool where you can do this run audit, and it will actually do a simple little basic SEO audit. It's nothing super special, but it's going to give you a little bit of data that if you did want to go back and actually use this in your emails, you could send them to the, basically this public link. And if I grab this, I'll just give you guys an example. Like, this is what the business owner would see. We could send them this audit prepared for, Chiro. You have 27 images on your page. Some are missing the alt attribute, like checks for things like keywords, page speed loads, suggestions, mobile speed, all these different things. Like, do they have social media? A few different basic things that you can kind of mention to them. And this, obviously I did this literally in seconds. So very, very powerful, cool little extra kind of add-on that you have within the software. So let me jump back. And basically what I can now do with this is I can also add specific emails. So maybe I find out that that isn't the right email. I could actually add the right one and make edits to this or add additional emails. I could also go in and basically send an email right from the software inside of here. So if I wanted to tick this box as well, I can even choose who I want to send to, but let's just say I was going to email them. I could hit this email button and I can actually build out specific templates. So if I wanted to build a template for chiropractors, I could build that in here, create a new template, open a composer and write a customized email. And I can even add them to a sequence of emails. So they're going to continuously get emails where I'm basically emailing them and giving them information. I can also schedule the emails. So if I don't want it to go out right now, we could have it go out like at a specific time, maybe like early in the morning when they're more likely to check their email. We could do all of that here right from inside the software. So let's kind of dive a little bit deeper on the actual searches and what some of this stuff means. And this is one of the most powerful things about this software. So if we come back to campaigns, I'm going to just go into my new one that I made here for concrete contractors, and we're going to do a new search. And we now have all these different options for basically going out there and looking for problems within these businesses. So we could do a regular search. It's just going to find businesses based on the keyword. Find businesses that don't have a lot of social stuff going on in terms of like social media, like sharing or Twitter shares, things like that. Maybe they don't really have like great SEO based on the keywords that you're putting in your search. Like they're not ranking for a concrete contractor, for example. Schema, like they don't have schema markup on their website. That's another thing that you can add to a site that really adds a lot of value. You can add like review markup and all these other things. And there's tons of businesses that don't take advantage of this. You can also look at AdWords bidding. Like, are they actually bidding on Google AdWords for these particular keywords? These might be businesses that you could go after that you know for a fact are actually going and spending money on digital marketing, right? If you find people that maybe show up high and they're bidding on AdWords keywords, but they're not actually showing up in Google Maps, you might have an opportunity to go pitch those businesses on a local SEO package, and you know for a fact that they've probably got some money going into their marketing campaigns. You can also find companies that aren't doing anything with AdWords. Again, you can upload your own file if you have like content or maybe you got it from another system or another source, you did it manually. You can actually upload your own. You can also do retargeting lacking. This is really powerful because with Facebook, you have the ability to put what's called a Facebook pixel on a website, and basically you can use that data. Every time people visit a website, you can actually run ads to people who visited specific pages or to that specific site. So if a business does not have this Facebook pixel set up on their website, then that means they cannot do that retargeting. So it's just a huge lack of opportunity, right? If I don't have this on my business website, then I really won't have that opportunity to go back and now run remarketing campaigns and target people who maybe visited me once before in the past. We can also do website lacking, like they just don't have a website at all. They have a poor mobile website, like the one I looked at like this. I could guarantee you doesn't look good on mobile, so they'd probably show up in a search like that. We can also look at whether or not they have videos on their website. So some people like to go out there and offer video services. This is another really cool way you can do that. You can look and see whether or not they have a lot of reviews. So another really important thing with digital marketing is having more reviews for your business. And some business owners don't really put a lot of time and energy into this. And last but not least, SSL lacking. So SSL is basically a certificate that you can add to your website that adds another layer of security. Google started rolling out something more recently in the last few years. If we go to this site here, and actually I'll drag my browser window down, you can see it will now prominently display not secure in the bar here. And this basically will indicate that their website is not secure. So I can tell you that these guys are also lacking that SSL certificate. And additionally, that Facebook pixel that I talked about, you can install a little Chrome helper tool. And I can see here that this basically is telling me that they basically don't have a Facebook pixel. So this company is literally lacking on a poor website. It's not mobile friendly. They're not using any Facebook retargeting for Facebook ads, and they don't have a secure website. So there's like literally 4 things that I could go and approach this business with in terms of things that I could do for them or get paid to help them with. So hopefully that makes sense, you guys. Let's see if I'm just gonna bring this back up so we can see the full screen. And I wanna see if my search actually came back, and we can kind of take a look at that. It looks like it's still running, but you guys basically get the idea. I was hoping this would finish. Let me see if I refresh. It may have actually finished. Can take a little bit of time. Again, I started running this about 10 minutes or so ago, and depending on how much it's actually gonna find, it could take a little bit of time for these results to come back. But you can see I was able to basically narrow this down. So in my past searches, I could go in and actually find chiropractors that are specific to these general areas. Sometimes it's gonna find stuff in the general area around that search, but generally you're gonna have the good opportunity here where you're gonna be able to find quite a few different business owners depending on the searches that you do. So beyond that, I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about the email stuff and some of the capabilities that this can do. So let's say, I had some really old campaigns where I was testing this. You can actually come in here and create like your own email templates. So I gave them like an example. In this case, this was like for garage doors. I talked about, hey, I work with, another company. I've helped them do some stuff here. Reach out to me, let's talk, blah, blah, blah. And we kind of put together something that's a template where they could reach out to me and we can have a conversation. So this is something where I could build these templates, and if I want to reach out to multiple business owners, I don't have to sit here and like type up emails or do copying and pasting and all this other stuff. In addition to that, if I don't hear from them, I could actually build a sequence. And you can see here over on the left, we can actually add separate emails. So this one will go out immediately, this one might go out a day later, and we can actually choose. So maybe we want to wait, like, we send the first email, we wait a couple days, and we could send an email that says, hey, I just wanted to check back with you and see if you got my last email. Is this something you still might be interested in? So you could really step this up and do a lot with it in terms of being able to really engage with people. There's also a few cool little tools that they have inside of here where you can put in some pre-built fields like their first name, last name, company address, website, phone number. You can do a mobile screenshot of their website, which obviously if they don't have a mobile friendly site like this Wyola Chiropractic, you can put that screenshot in the email and show them, hey, this is a problem. You could do what's called a fake audit. So this is kind of cool. Like it'll put a screenshot of their website over a play button. So you could send out an email and be like, hey, I'd be willing to do an audit for you and do a video overview. Would you like to see it? And they might be clicking on this thinking like, oh yeah, I'd love to see it, but this kind of makes it seem like you put something together, but you actually haven't put the time and energy into actually going and creating it. So this is really powerful. A lot of cool tools that this software can do. And you can even check for like spam to make sure that your emails aren't going to get like deleted or go to spam folders. You can do different conditions. So like if they don't open the previous email, you could say, hey, I sent you an email a week ago and I saw you didn't open it, blah, blah, blah. You could kind of utilize that, or you could say like, hey, I saw you checked out my email, but you didn't click the link in my email. Maybe, book a call with me here or something like that. Whatever it is, you can do quite a bit with these conditions. So you have a lot of follow-up opportunity, and you can also stop the follow-ups if they actually reply to your email. So this is really going to save you guys a ton of time. You have the ability where people can even unsubscribe for your emails. You can see what's going on. You can see all the stuff going out in your mail queue. And really, it's just a full-on suite of tools that's going to allow you to speed up your prospecting and go out there and start landing clients. Now, I want to leave this with, if you guys are basically curious about, how are you going out and landing clients? What's working best for you when it comes to using tools like this? I'm actually going to leave a download link below in the video description where you can go and check out my guide. I call it the Pay It Forward method, and it kind of revolves around that whole fake audit strategy and how I've done basically well over $100,000 in sales in my own business offering digital marketing services. And if you guys pick that up and you decide, hey, I need a little bit more help with this stuff, I'm new to all of this stuff, maybe you're just really having a hard time getting more clients, I invite you to actually jump on a phone call with me and I can learn a little bit more about your business, what you have going on now, and see if it's something that I can help you with. So again, check out the link below, download my guide, and be sure to look out for future videos as I'm going to be releasing more videos here upcoming in the coming weeks. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys found this video helpful. Again, one last thing, I am going to leave a link below as well for basically a link to check out Scopeleads. If you guys do decide to pick up a copy of Scopeleads, I will earn an affiliate commission, but you'll pay the same regardless as if you just went to the website yourself. So I do appreciate if you decide to pick up this software, be sure to basically go through my link, and I'll maybe throw you like a bonus course or something else that I have in my arsenal. Just feel free to send me an email, let me know. And again, thanks for checking this out, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.